Roman Reigns weighs in on facing The Rock in the future. At WWE WrestleMania 40, Roman Reigns was initially set to face The Rock in a highly anticipated dream match. However, fans' strong backlash prevented the match from happening. Cody Rhodes, who won the Men's Royal Rumble, was scheduled to challenge Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Unfortunately, in a shocking moment, Rhodes stepped aside for The Rock, allowing him to face Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Although fans wanted to see Reigns versus The Rock, the storyline did not align well. Rhodes had earned his shot at Reigns, but chose to let The Rock take his place. Fans reacted negatively, launching the hashtag #WeWantCody movement in support of Rhodes. In the end, Rhodes secured his match against Reigns. With WrestleMania 40 now concluded, WWE has undergone significant changes over the past several months. With the recent developments in WWE, including the rise of the new Bloodline led by Solo Sikoa, fans are now speculating that The Rock could be the true leader of the faction. This could set up a potential future match between Roman Reigns and The Rock, with speculations high among fans. Recently, Reigns commented on the possibility of facing The Rock. WWE Superstar Roman Reigns discussed the possibility of facing The Rock during an interview with Sports Illustrated. Reigns emphasized that WWE listens to its passionate fanbase. He stated, "We're not being dictated to, and we have a vision for where we're trying to go, but we know who the consumers are and who are spending their hard-earned money. We want to satisfy those people." Regarding his opponent, Reigns commented, "We have to do it in a regard that is going to attract more eyes and bring more people in. Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, is always going to be in that role. He's always going to be a guy that magnetizes and makes the broadcast even bigger. If that's the case and the people want it, that's what's cool." Reigns also pointed out the impressive talent in WWE, mentioning how Cody Rhodes' rise to prominence disrupted the potential match between Reigns and The Rock at WrestleMania 40. He expressed that if the fans want a match and The Rock is ready, a potential match could certainly happen in the future. While Reigns is open to a match against The Rock, it remains to be seen if the Hollywood star will be available next April to make this dream match a reality at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Roman Reigns confirms that The Rock will return only under a particular condition. Former WWE Universal Champion and the OTC Roman Reigns participated in an interview with Traina of Sports Illustrated. In a video uploaded on November 27th, Reigns discussed his return following his loss to WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. Despite his ongoing feud with Solo Sikoa for the title of Tribal Chief, a significant topic of conversation was his much-anticipated rivalry with The Rock. When asked about the potential feud, Reigns confirmed it could still happen, but only if fans are vocal enough. "I think our fan base and the company has proven that if our fans are loud enough and passionate enough about something, we're a company who we're not being dictated to." He elaborated on how WWE values its fans, who invest money to watch their product, and feels a sense of responsibility to meet their demands and expectations. Reigns also commented on the involvement of his former tag partner, The Rock. "Dwayne's always going to be in that role. He's always going to be a guy that magnetizes and makes the broadcast even bigger, so if that's the case and the people want it, but that's what's cool. We've had such a strong set of talent on our roster. This leaves a strong possibility that fans may finally witness the long-awaited Rock versus Reigns match, which was also rumored for this year's WrestleMania." Reigns didn't shy away from praising Cody Rhodes for his journey to stardom, acknowledging the American Nightmare's rise to the WrestleMania 40 main event, where he dethroned the OTC. Who would have thought Cody could have had so much admiration that he could have broken up the plans of Tribal Chief versus the People's Champion? That in its own right is pretty outstanding. However, Reigns believes there's still a chance to reignite the same level of excitement at the upcoming WrestleMania. With the current storyline involving the new Bloodline, dubbed Bloodline 2.0, fans are speculating that The Rock might emerge as the mastermind behind Solo Sikoa's actions, leading directly to the dream match, Rock vs. Reigns. Stay updated with the latest from IPL Auction 2025, including the final squads of all 10 teams: MI, CSK, RCB, GT, RR, KKR, DC, PBKS, SRH, and LSG. Don't miss the latest updates on our live cricket score page. Roman Reigns on potentially facing The Rock in a match down the line. Top WWE star, the OTC Roman Reigns appeared on the SI Media podcast, where he talked about a number of topics, including potentially facing WWE legend Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a match down the line. Reigns said, "Our fan base and the company has proven that if the fans are loud enough and passionate enough about something, we're a company who we're not being dictated to, and we have a vision for where we're trying to go, but we know who the consumers are and who are spending their hard-earned money. We want to satisfy those people. We have to do it in a regard that is going to attract more eyes and bring more people in." Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, is always going to be in that role. He's always going to be a guy that magnetizes and makes the broadcast even bigger. If that's the case and the people want it, that's what's cool. We have such a strong set of talent. Who would have thought Cody would have so much admiration that it could have broken up the plans of Tribal Chief versus People's Champion? That in its own right is outstanding and amazing. That goes back to, there's a lot of meat on the bone. If Dwayne can't come in and boom, this is how it is, that's when you know you're cooking up with good ingredients. On WWE being in an unprecedented time. That's why he is tied in the way he is and part of the board. We're at an unprecedented time right now. Business is great, and we want to continue to push things up. If that's what the people want, and the people's champ is down, I'm sure we can make something happen. During a recent appearance on the SI Media podcast, Roman Reigns discussed potential plans for when he chooses to step away from wrestling, which might involve returning to Georgia Tech. Reigns indicated that he could return to assist them with their nil program. He said, "That's something in the future that I would like to be more part of, and maybe that's one of... I'm trying to build different interests and avenues that can distract me when it's time to hang them up, and it's not going to be a situation where I'm still yearning for the spotlight or the limelight, and I need to hear that one pop again. I'm hoping to have so many different interests and hobbies to distract me that we're not going to have to worry about that. Being able to dive back into tech and be part of that program a little more would be one of those avenues." Kevin Nash has been facing various health problems lately, and he has now mentioned that he recently suffered a torn bicep. During a recent edition of his Click This podcast, Nash provided further details on how the injury happened. He said, "I think last episode I was saying I felt this snap. I heard this pop on my left shoulder when I was training back. It was actually on election day. It took